Hi, this is Chico Resch. You are listening to the Let's Go Devils podcast on the Primetime Radio Network.
Happy Devils Tuesday. This is the Woo Report. Coming to you live from American Whiskey, home of the Let's Go Devils podcast, Game Day Live, and Devils After Dark. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, Twitter Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. Doing a little test for the big show tomorrow where Short Sky and Beer Baron and Lil Steve of Hockey on Tap will be here live around 6:15, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. Vinny Parisi coming to you live from Chicago, Illinois, the freezing windy city. But today we had some good news that Ondrej Palat, whichever you want to pronounce it, he's back in practice, folks. He's back in practice, maybe a couple weeks away, hopefully, barring any setbacks. And that's what the Devils need right now. They need that veteran leadership. December, they've struggled at times. They looked pretty good against the Boston Bruins on the 23rd, who they're going to play tomorrow. Second half of back-to-back home series at the Rock. Just remember to go to American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center, next to Championship Plaza. And, I just want to give a shout-out to Tony P on the YouTube Live, and I just want to ask everyone, how do I sound? Because I got to make sure that Beer Baron and Short Sky and Lil Steve, they all have ADD, and hopefully they can just sit here and talk hockey with Vinny. And I'm just testing out all the equipment here right now. Palat being back in practice, especially after the news that Ryan Graves, well, we still don't know what's going on with him. You know how the Devils are. They're strategic on when they're going to announce the injuries and the updates and whatnot. But I can tell you this. John Marino is going to be week to week with an upper body injury. You lose 1/3 of your pairings on defense, New Jersey Devils, and I'll tell you, it's hard to replace, but you know what? The Devils have some young depth. This is Kevin Ball's chance to really make his impact on the team. Same with Nikita Hoytuk. And think about this, folks. Think about this and think about it. We talked about this in November, how Kevin Ball and some of these players not getting any time. And once the injury started happening, first with Nathan Bastian, then with John Marino and Ryan Graves, amongst others. I mean, Palat was the first one to go, really, out of the bunch. But players right now, it's time to step up. It's the next player up to step up, and we'll see what they're made out of. I see Tony P, Joe Salenham, Let's Go Devils. Ramona, Let's Go Devils. Sounding good, Sam, says Anthony LaPena. I was actually trying to cue Mrs. Wu and texting me if I sounded okay, but I'm glad that Anthony LaPena beat her to it, so that's good. And you know what? I agree, Joseph. It's a great time for Palat to come back. He's been out long enough. 8 weeks is a long time. Devils held the fort. 8 to 10 weeks was projected for him to come back. But, you know, with those groin injuries, you have to be careful. And you have to think about playoffs right now and the implications. And rushing Palat too fast is not a good idea, in my opinion. Just simply not a good idea. But I'll tell you what. It is pretty exciting. The big bad Boston Bruins coming into town. Hopefully the Devils can pull off a win. Losing 4-3, they just, came so close. Just sending that game into overtime, but simply just ran out of time. Hopefully the break can reset their mindset, reset recharge their batteries, but also the Bruins are going to be recharged as well. And hopefully it'll be a great crowd here tomorrow night at American Whiskey. There's a whole bunch of things going on. There's going to be specials. Mariah was telling me, the GM here at American Whiskey was telling me that they've got some drink specials, promotions going on. Something about, I don't know, nerdy drinks. I have no idea what that's about. But come here to American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, tomorrow night. Beer Baron, Short Sky, and Lil Steve will be in attendance for Game Day Live with Vinny Parisi beaming him in on live video on the Jumbotron here at American Whiskey. I'll be producing behind the scenes, but don't you forget it. State of the Fan Address will be going live here at American Whiskey during the game, and then Devils After Dark after the game. Scotty is Sirius XM, Liquid Metal, and I will recap the game that was. Triple header Wednesday, tomorrow, here at American Whiskey. Joseph says Ottawa did it tonight. Devils can do it tomorrow. Well, that's right. And hopefully the big bad Boston Bruins don't come out all pissed off and wanting to just beat the Devils. But you know what? The Devils should be recharged. They should be prepared. They're going to be at home. They're going to have the advantage of the home crowd. And I'm excited. You should be excited as well. And the Devils, you know what? With all the injuries that they've had, they've held up pretty well. But we do need more beef. And that's where Kevin Ball and Nikita Hoytuk come in. You've got to clear out the crease. I talked about this on HockeyBuzz.com, my thoughts and musings. If you haven't gone there, go there now, and you'll see that this is their time to make a mark, an impact on the New Jersey Devils. Hoytuk and Ball, all the hype about size, toughness, grit. This is what the Devils sorely need right now. They can't be a paper tiger. They can't be just good on paper. They got to show it out on the ice and protect the goaltender in front of the crease. We talk about the no-fun zone. Hopefully, they do their jobs tomorrow night at the Rock. Well, folks, it's getting late here. I spent the last 3 hours setting up for the boys tomorrow. I hope you guys come out in droves here at American Whiskey. It's going to be nice weather. Right now it's about, it's about 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Blue skies. Still a lot of people here. There was a concert here earlier tonight. Some orchestra, Trans-Siberian Orchestra. I'll tell you what, some of those fans, they came out. I'll tell you what, a lot of them were New York Ranger fans, and they were talking all tough. Like this one guy at the bar was like, I'm from Rockland County, New York. Well, big whoop. Wait, are you telling me that you're old money and you're just better than everybody? Actually, nah, whatever. Anyway, come here, American Whiskey. This is where the action's at. And, just a short Woo report. As long as you guys say that my feed is good and everything's good, then hopefully, Short Sky and Beer Baron and Little Steve, hopefully they don't spill beer all over the equipment. I don't know. Do you think I could trust these guys? I'm not sure. Peyton will be here. Mariah will be here. The rest of the crew here at American Whiskey. There's still people at the bar. I mean, this is a great place to be. Lots of things happening here at American Whiskey tomorrow. I hope to see you there. I'm going to get there late. I'm going to be there around 8 p.m. Eastern with the State of the Fan Address and Devils After Dark as part of our triple header Wednesday. And also a time change, 7:30 p.m. Eastern puck drop between the Devils and Bruins. I believe it's supposed to be on TNT as well. Devils getting some national notoriety, I'll tell you. That's pretty cool. Also, I'm going to look at the Facebook Live as well. I don't want to ignore those folks. They get a little sensitive when I talk to YouTube Live. But I don't see the comments coming up sometimes, so that's also a problem. But I hope all those watching, I hope they come here at American Whiskey. It's going to be a great time. Joseph says, you can trust somebody named Beer Baron not to spill beer on equipment, LOL. Yeah, well, you know what? If they start spilling beer on the equipment, it tells me they're going to be replaced. We may have to have a super sticker and super chat fundraiser while it's on live air when they're like, oh, Sam, it doesn't work. Anyway, Ondrej Palat, back at practice today. Hopefully he'll show up. Not too soon. You don't want to rush it. And hopefully we'll find out more on Ryan Graves as well. I want to thank all those tuning in this late hour here at American Whiskey. It's been a fine, dandy day. It's time for me to go home. I'm going to drop the podcast at midnight. And for your morning commute, hands 10 and 2 on the wheel, folks. 9 and 3 if you prefer. I'm going to hit the music. I'll see you tomorrow night. Game Day Live. Keep it here. Keep it real. Until next time, let's go Devils.